What's up, y'all? Welcome. Hey, sorry, I was jamming out to Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity before we get started. So welcome, everybody. Heavy cardboard today, double feature, you and me. Let's do this today, shall we? So today we are busting out, well, 2 games. Right now, Ark Nova. Later, it is going to be Power Grid. So yeah, hopefully you join us for that one. But right now, Ark Nova, designed by Matthias Wigi? Published by Fearline Spiele and as well as Capstone Games. So welcome, all y'all watching live around the world, as well as after the fact. I am your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined by y'all. And you can't see it, but there's somebody over there too. But shh, shh, shh. Anyway, I'm in a good mood. Caffeine. We got a London fog today because it's going to be a long day of streaming, a lot of work. But looking forward to this. Hopefully y'all are. I know a lot of y'all are interested in Ark Nova. I mean, we had a great time streaming at 3 players, or as I like to call it, 3 players playing at solitaire. And then I'm joking somewhat, but yeah, I know there's demand for y'all wanting to see some solo action. And the solo, I've yet to play it solo, but I feel like I've played it solo. I'm actually gonna show y'all how this plays solo. And what I mean by that is, that's it. There you go. That's the solo aspect of the game right there. So let's try that again. There we go. Hi. So yeah, I'm not going to do a full teach because I just did this a couple weeks ago. And I assume most of y'all have either seen Ark Nova, played Ark Nova, or like I said, watched our stream. You're going to be able to pick it up, though, from the gameplay as I go along. I'll give you an overview, but that's it. And without further ado, if y'all are ready, let's go and do it. I'm not even going to bring the camera down. All right, Ark Nova. It looks just like multiplayer, except only 1 board. That's it. We have the association board, we have the main board, we have my player tableau area, and then, as I mentioned, we have the timer. And that's all that is a timer. And here's how this works. I take a turn, I slide one of these over. I take a turn, slide one of these over, etc. When I work my way all the way down and I uncover the break symbol, we're going to go through the steps for a break. We do that until there are only 2 cubes left over, so all of these are already gone and both of these are pushed over to the right. That triggers the end of the game. The goal of the game, just like in the original game, to where this marker, the appeal marker going around the track, meets the conservation marker, which is the one up, oh heck, here we go. There, going along the green track. If they've met, minimum score is 0. If you do, you succeed, you win. Otherwise, you lose. In the solo game, you're supposed to start, it says beginner start at 20 points. You could start as low as 0, but that's a heck of a challenge. You could start at 10. I'm going to start at 20. I kind of expect to win, honestly, at 20, but we'll see how it goes. And that's it. Otherwise, the game's identical. Some of the cards that you're going to see here, remember how you can play it with that, take that, or you can do the stuff on the bottom, which is just beneficial for the card, for the player that played the card. That's the solo aspect, because you can't have any take that when there aren't other players. So we get to bust that out today as well. And yes, terraforming zoos. Paul, I hope your family feels better. I know they're all sick. Hopefully they're enjoying watching Totoro, and you're enjoying Ark Nova. So thanks, everybody. All right. And I realize y'all are sucking up, but I'm grateful. Favorite African animal, 35%. In first place, the heffalump. And second is the other. Then the lion or lioness and the meerkat. A surprising only 15%, because let's face it, meerkats are awesome. Anyway, I'm going to close it down. Let's go and get into it, shall we? I randomized everything. I've yet to get cards, but I have animals. I did randomize that. I randomized the boards. Let's go ahead and go over what my special ability is. And at this point, now we got to do the old glasses. Woo! Wow. Thought those were clean. Okay. So we are the Hollywood Hills. This is map 8, as it says right there. Each time you cover an H, which looks like there's 3 of them, reveal cards from the deck and add the first sponsor card to your hand. If I've covered all 3 H's, each sponsor card costs 1 less activation. That's cool. 1 less strength. Good. All right. So I'll shuffle these up. We'll deal out 2. And I can keep these face up because, well, all right. We'll go that one and that one. The rest are out of the game. So let's see what we got. We got favorite zoos. So gain for the rep of your zoo. Okay, so pushing the reputation track. The reputation track is the blue track, right? Or I guess also red. But if we make it to 15, it's worth 4 conservation. So pushing the research track. Okay, cool. I like that. I haven't seen that one yet. I dig that. And the other one is rock icons in your zoo. So in our hand of cards, depending on how many rock icons, and we're only going to be able to keep 1 of these, remember. So let's go ahead. I feel like it's likely we're going to go the research path because that seems all right. But we'll see how it goes. I have shuffled these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get to keep 4 of them. By the way, this is a third of the deck. The others are over there, but I figure in a solo game, I'm not going to go through that many. Yeah. Carrie says, got this as a result of the 3-player stream, but specifically to play solo. Well, glad you're here, Carrie. Let's take a look at this. Aerial Cableway. Every time you play a rock icon in your zoo, gain 2 appeal. Well, that kind of works really well with that. So maybe we go heavy on the rock icons. Rock. And I would argue there's 2 rock icons, right? Well, maybe we're going to go with this one. Okay. Well, that seems pretty good. Oh, we have a lot of sponsors to start, it looks like. The Barred Owl Hut. So are the owls barred from going in the owl hut? Like no more owls? They've been acting a fool? I don't know. Each time you play a bird icon into your zoo, draw 2 cards from the deck, keep 1, discard the other. I mean, all right, that's all right. Brown Spider Monkey. Spider Monkey does whatever a spider monkey does. It's a primate. I guess, actually, let's go and move over here. We look at what we drew here. Herbivores, Africa, and Australia. For that, I probably ought to reset these too, because that'd be unfair. Okay, so and that's North America here. So I don't know, Spider Monkey. That's less exciting. Oh, hey, we got a Heffalump. Although it's Asia, doesn't really help us with anything that we're going for. But oh my God. Draw 2 final scoring cards and keep it 1 and discard the... Okay, hold on. More points? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's going to be really hard to get that one out because we only start with $25, but that might be worth it. The White Stork multiplier. Put a multiplier on the build action. That's cool. But again, Europe, not really helping us with Africa or Australia. All right, that's kind of a middle of the road. Gould's Monitor. Shuffle discard pile, draw 2 cards. Yeah, it is Australia, though. So leaning towards keeping that one, I guess. Africa, okay. A common agama. And how cool is that thing looking? Somebody, you can sell up to 2 cards from your hand for $4 each, getting that bad boy out. And it doesn't need a large enclosure. Yep. So there's 4 of keep. And then, oh, we got another sponsor card here. For each space you cover that is next to water, gain $1. And if all water spaces are connected, so, meaning if I've built, I mean, they're all together. Wow. All right, so it tells me the stork's out. So those 3, those are out. We're not going to go bird-wise, so we're going to discard those 3. But what do we keep, right? So that's a possibility. I mean, this just seems like a no-brainer. It's easy to get out. It's cheap. I can sell up to 2 cards when I do so. And the fact that the card is, I could do this early, then build, and then get this out, and then I could, yeah. So that just seems, that's a definite keep. The Gould's Monitor, I'm not like, I mean, it's the Australia tag, and because of the conservation project that's out there, I'd like to keep it. So that's, but that, you know, I mean, this ties in so good with the rock stuff. None of these have rock icons for what it's worth. But the extra final scoring card just, that seems too lucrative. And it's an herbivore. And there's herbivores as conservation. So that's a definite. So basically what it comes down to is I'm keeping one of these for sure. And the rock icon, along with the rock icon, just seems too good to not. So I think we go there. But that's got to be next to 2 different rock. Oh yeah, that could be built right there, and it covers 2. Yeah, that's too good. So now that you know what, y'all help me decide. Are we going Gould's Monitor or Hydrologist? I'm keeping these 3 for sure. Okay. So y'all choose the other. So Monitor or Hydrologist, y'all choose. This, the only reason I'm thinking about this is for every space I cover that's adjacent to water, extra money is good. I'm not in love with this, but it's an extra conservation point if all the water spaces are connected. And the fact that they're all right here just makes that so easy. Huh. Well, it looks like, I mean, I hear you, Sarah and Temujin, but it seems overwhelming. Y'all want me to keep the Hydrologist. So let's go with that. The lizard. Unfortunately, I don't keep the animal that would allow me to then gain the lizard, right? Or the, so, but, all right. But we're going to get more cards here. So there's that, all right? That just seems good. By the way, for adjacency, I need to look that up. And y'all can probably answer this probably quicker than I could look it up and answer. I just have to build around them. They don't have to be occupied at the end of the game, do they? I don't think so. But that said, we've chosen our 4 starting cards. And again, you know what? What I can do is we could kind of do like so. Keep these out, and then we can always take a gander at those, and there's our hand. So that works out. Okay. So prerequisites. The elephant needs the animals flipped. That's it. That's the only prerequisite we have between all of it. And the sponsor cards, we need a 5 or a 6. So I think the first thing we're going to do, okay, cool. Temujin says correct. Unoccupied's fine. All right, just build around. All right, good deal. And I mean, we have to start at an edge, so there's nothing to say we couldn't start up here and everything. A couple other things for setup, and then we will like legitimately get started. I have a couple of the X tokens because the 3 and the 4 spot can't get used. The force, I guess technically we could put one there too, I suppose. So we have those two that can get added in, and that's it. We're ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and start with the cards, because I do have an animal that I can build an enclosure for to get started, but I'd rather go and get this, get the sponsors up, and get that up to a 5 or a 6 soon. So that makes sense. So a couple other things. The brake track is not used. The timer is. So if there's anything that would get you money for using the brake, like, for instance, brake X, gain X, you still get the money for that and whatever, but there isn't a brake marker, because the marker is actually when we move this cube to the right. Okay? All right, anyway, 5, 3, and 1. So let's go ahead and do it. So we're drawing 3, discarding 1. We're keeping all, I feel pretty confident we're not going to discard any of our hand cards, because we liked all of those. So we're going to discard one of these. So what do we have? We have the okapi stable. Didn't somebody in chat say their favorite African animal was the okapi? Huh. Bird breeding program. Not really going bird, so that looks like a pretty easy discard there. Keeping, let's see, whenever you play the okapi stable, place 3 player tokens on this card. Every time you play a herbivore icon, aka the elephant, and one here, in your zoo, you may remove a token and play a sponsor card for X for paying cash. That's awesome. Yeah, we're going to definitely keep the okapi and a, yes, busting out donkey sounds. Gain an X token, which that's going to be really beneficial for getting our 6 sponsor out. That's good. And maybe we go donkey early. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the bird breeding program. We're not going heavy bird. We'll do the best we can with that. I mean, the elephant's not going to be for a little while, so I'm okay with doing that. Okay. This is another 6 as well, so we'll put the 6s kind of together there. All right. Good. Okay. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I got to flip these over. Good call. All right. So what do we got? Bolivian red howler. Ooh, a stoat. Reveal the topmost card. If it's an animal card, add it to your hand. Okay. I mean, neither of those really tie in with much of what we're doing. A medical breakthrough. That is. I should be able to support a conservation project. If you do right away, you get to appeal. That needs 4 research. Okay, so that's a thing. Oh, let's go back here. There we go. Large animals. Oh, we're shaping up for 1. So far, these are not super great out here. Herbivore breeding program. Partner zoo, and I mean, that's okay. And then the Serengeti. Okay. So releasing an animal with an Africa icon, but we need Africa here, so yeah. Honestly, that maybe, I guess. So, all right. There's our first turn. So then, boop, done. That's it. And once all these move over, not only do we do the break, but the top icon here, or the top marker, goes onto the cheapest available over there for sponsorship there. Huh. All right. Well, we could play the hydrologist. I don't think I want to, though. So what do we need? So we have the petting zoo. We can't do the reptile yet. We could do a level 1, but the fact that it's a 4 build, I really want an X token, which is the petting zoo we would get. So if we were to build, maybe it's less efficient, right? For the petting zoo, that's not bad. It would cost us $6. And that would get us an X token, which then we could do the sponsor. Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I wish we had more petting zoo animals. Yeah, I guess if we were to do the petting zoo like there or something. We don't have much by way of rock icons, and there's no rock icons out there. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and do that anyway. Let's go ahead and build the petting zoo. So we're going to do that one. So the petting zoo, let's get that bad boy. The petting zoo. And this can go anywhere. Usually these don't care. I mean, that seems like a good place. Plus we get an X token, which we're going to use. And it's $2 per, so it's going to be a total of $6. So we're getting 4 back. All right. And done. And no, I do not believe you start with anything on your board in the advanced with the advanced boards. Only in the beginner boards do you. So we now have a building, but I think we do that 6-level sponsor. But now the question is, we have 2 legitimate options here, I feel like. The aerial cableway could get us 2 sponsor cards in our hand because we need to place it next to 2. We need to place it next to 2 rocks. And that aerial cableway, let me, there you go. This one right here, that just seems too good to not. Oh, whoa. We have to build adjacent. Hold on. Shoot. I forgot about that. So you know what? We need to put the X icon back. And if we're going to go there with this, then I think we go, Which means we need to put the donkey out first, but that's okay. I think we go there. Yeah. Yeah, if you've mapped it out, Shrey, that sounds right. They're about, or it's 27, right. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna change where we're placing that, which means we get a research track movement. So now those are within our claiming range. Okay. But now we only have a level 5 sponsor because we don't have the X token. So you know what I think we do instead? I think we go ahead, get an animal. So donkey. All right. So donkey is going to cost us 7. We have a petting zoo. We need to take one of our markers, throw it into the petting zoo. There we go. So it's going to be $7. All right. So when the donkey comes out, we gain an X token, which is what we were wanting, right? Then Gain 3 appeal for every petting zoo animal in your icon, or in any, woo, for each petting zoo animal icon in your zoo. There's 1, so that's going to be 3 appeal plus 0, so 3 appeal. Done. All right. So that was our second action. Done. Oh, Fred, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Lost his job at a zoo recently. That's no bueno. Now that we have our X token and the sponsors, which do we go? The rock icon is awesome. Plus, it's going to get us 2 more sponsor cards. However, when you play this card, put 3 player tokens on it. Every time you play a herbivore icon into your zoo, you can remove a token and play a sponsor card. I mean, we need herbivore icons. That doesn't help us except for rock icons, and we don't have any rock. So maybe, actually, maybe we go Okapi stable first, unless we're looking hydrologist, but I don't think so. Oh, now I feel gullible. Fred says, I recently lost my job at a zoo. There was a sign that says, do not feed the animals. So I didn't. Bumps. Well played, Fred. Well played. Oh, I did build. Oh, shoot. Thank you. 3rd. Yep. Every time I move a card here, I got to do that. Thank you. So, Okapi stable or area. You know what? We're going to stay on target. We're going to go with the aerial cableway. Okay. And you know what? We'll just put those there. Oh, better yet, we got all that room over there. So one of these will be our final scoring card. That way I can keep the sponsors over by themselves. So it's going to be a 6. So it's going to be a 5 and the X token. Every time I play a rock icon into your zoo, gain 2. Does it apply to itself? Cards do apply to themselves, I believe. So that would be 4. And we'll go ahead and cover those 2 spots. So that would be 2 rock icons. That'd be 4, 2, 4. We've passed the 25 threshold already. I'm okay with that. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong about the rock icons. And then, every time you cover an H, reveal cards from the deck and add them, the first sponsor card to your hand. So let's go ahead and here we go. Oh, there's a sponsor, sorry. All right, so we're adding native seabirds, gain 1 for every connected water space. I mean, that does kind of tie in, right, with the, what was it, with the hydrologist. So there would be 3 appeal. And gain 1 for each 2 isolated water. Oh, you know what this is? Oh, and a max of 25. This is a discard. So we'll just, there. Keep going. Waterfowl, a tamarin. So far, I'm really glad that here that we're getting rid of, like, we're not going bird heavy, so this works out. Gravy zebra, that's a bummer. It's a herbivore and Africa. That kind of sucks, but that's in the discard. Remember that. There we go. And we got a veterinarian. Supporting a conservation project only requires 4. And depending on how many you have, get that amount of money. And if I have all of those at the end of the game, it's worth a point. I mean, it's a free card. So, okay. So, those go out, back to the deck. These go over into the discard. Done. Did I? Yes, I did keep the common Agama. Thank you. Which sell up to 2 cards for $4 each. You betcha. Yeah. All right. No. Paul's off today. It's because you're sick, Paul. It's okay. It's all right. All right. So that was the sponsors. We've now taken 4 actions. And actually, that's a pretty good idea. I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to put this over here. Nah, you know what? Don't want to move that. I think what I'll do is I'll just throw that there. And every time I move a card, oh. I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is necessary. But every time I move a card over, this is my reminder to move the cube. So we'll try that. We'll see if that works. You're fine, Paul. All right, so what do we want to do now? It'd be great if we got more petting zoo animals. I mean, I think both of those, discarding that for $8, that seems good. So, because the veterinarian's nice, but I don't know how much we're going to be going in this direction as far as getting universities here. Definitely not focused on that early. So, yeah, I feel like those are potential discards. So what do we want to do then? We have our association marker at 5. We have, we are coming up to a break in a couple of actions. So maybe we go to the university to be able to keep 5 cards. We could build again and build a level 1 enclosure and then do the animals to be able to put out the common Agama, which if we did, we'd be down to 3 cards. We discard these, we get an extra $8. That doesn't seem terrible. Then again, being able to flip over the animals early would be good, but we need a level 5 enclosure for that. And getting this early, I think could be really good because it gives us a direction. I think getting the Agama out for the extra money might not be terrible. Okay, our first card flips are 2 on the conservation track, 4 on the research track, meaning how many more steps, right? 3 more on the research track, 2 on the conservation track, 2 universities and 2 partner. What if we went for the Africa one? It helps with this. And it's cheaper for the Agama. I mean, we don't need the And if we move that up, trying to figure out the easiest and best way to be able to get the elephant out early, but we have to get a flipped card. So 3 research, 2 conservation. I think we're going to be able to get the elephant out next turn, so I think we go ahead and build. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to go ahead and build just a level 1 enclosure. And do we have a really good I mean, we want to kind of work our way up this to be able to get those connected, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and go there for the level 1 enclosure. That's going to be a total of $2. It's maybe not the most efficient, I understand, since it's a 3. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just because it needs a 1 doesn't mean it can't be a bigger one. So why don't we build a 3 and put it in there? Durr. So better yet, in 3 cards, I don't want to draw cards yet. So if that's the case, we'll throw that right there, and that'll be 6. So 4 more bucks. There we go. 6 back, because I already paid 2. That feels better. And we moved our card. That moves over. That feels better. Have a good one, Alex. All right. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Do we go animals? Not stay on target. Stay on target. We're gonna yes. So we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Kaminagama, and here's our discards right there. So the Kaminagama is going to cost us $9. We have the size enclosure we need. Oh, hold on. We have 2 actions left. No, we are not, because we only have $6. My bad. Now we will do the association action. That will be the Africa. There. Bring that over so it's $3 cheaper. There we go. And now this works out perfect. Now the Kaminagama will come out. All right, so Africa icon, so it's $3 less, so it's going to be $6. We have $6 exactly. 3 appeal. There we go. 3. Sell up the 2 cards for $4 each. It's going to be those 2 sponsors that we've talked about. So that's going to be $8. And now we don't have to discard anything for that. We have 3 cards left here, and we now do the break actions. And the break actions are all of these. So let's go ahead and go step through them. So you do not get the X token because there's no break marker here. Discard down to 3 or 5 respectively. In my case, it's 3, but we don't need to. Lose any icons. We don't need to. We refill these. We don't need to because it's solo. The first 2 cards will disappear, and then we get our income. Okay? So these 2, which fine, churn through because those weren't going to help us anyways. All right, so 2 cards coming out are Guerrilla Field Research. I mean, not going to lie, that's awesome, but getting the 3 research icons probably be difficult because we have exactly 0 so far. Wow, the Komodo Dragon, awesome, but not really helpful here. Gain 1 for every Asia icon and all. Yeah, that doesn't really... Wow, all those cards except for the Herbivore Breeding Program really kind of suck. Okay, so now income. So we get our appeal. That's going to be $30. That's helpful. Okay. We have no kiosks. Nothing on our sponsor cards get us any kind of income. And we have not sponsored any projects, so we get no residual income in that. So we're done. So that's done. Now, this marker will go ahead and come off the timer board and come on over here and block off the lowest available, and then all of these reset back to the other side. Remember, the end of the game is when all of those are gone and these are pushed over to the right. That triggers final scoring. Okay. Oh, thank you. I took 30. You're right. It's 20. It's this number out here. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Sorry. I knew I'd see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now what? Oh, and the Kaminagama, this should have been flipped because they're now in there. Okay. I'd like to get that Okapi stable out, but it needs to be a 6-level spot. And I need to flip some cards. Ay vey. You ever feel like you're just treading water? That's kind of how I feel right now. I need cards. I need to build. But I guess the card being here makes sense. So let's go ahead and do this. None of the cards out there are worth snapping, so we'll draw 3. Keep 1, so. All right, so we have a Sumatran tiger. Yeah, I mean, that's great, but no. So, I mean, there's that. Well, muskox. I mean, look at that handsome devil. Ah. Sponsor magnet. Add all sponsor cards from the display to your hand. That'd be the Guerrilla Field Research. I guess in a medical breakthrough, which both of those need a ton of research icons. But, yeah. Again, the icons just, it's an herbivore, I guess. But, well, maybe we're going to be a lizard and snake zoo. Okay, need an Africa icon. We have a couple already. This would give us a 3rd. That's nice. And we gain 2x to, okay. So I think we, who doesn't want to keep a Western Green Mamba? So I think we keep that. I guess we keep, we're keeping the other 3 cards in our hand, so I guess we keep those and we discard the Sumatran tiger, I guess. Bye, Jess. All right. So, little muskox, and I think we might be able to squeeze it in. That's good enough. That'll work. There's our hand. Okay. All right. So that was cards. That moves over, and that will move over. Yeah, having a cube on these as a reminder is actually, I'm finding, beneficial. If I had the other blue markers, I'd put those on there so that they match the, yeah, but whatever. Oh, and this should have come home, by the way. So now I think actually that goes out so that we can get another zoo so we can flip the build for the reptile house, because the Agama would work for that and the green mamba would work for that. But we also want to get our elephant out, which needs to flip the... So, well, hold on one second. Let's think this through. If I were to put out the hydrologist with this, just to be able to get the card out of the way and it gets another one of our sponsors out, then we could build a size 5 enclosure for the Asian elephant. Then the association which, I mean, this makes the elephant 6 cheaper. Maybe we grab that one. That would allow us to flip then the animal one. That would be 27. We would be a little bit short to be able to put the elephant out, but close, but close. You know what? Maybe we wait on the sponsors. Maybe oh no, we need to do it. I mean, I guess we could do the association now so that it gets, I don't know that it really hugely matters. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So for the association, so we're doing that action. This comes out, getting this because the Asian elephant's going to be cheaper. And maybe that's a little short-sighted, but the $6, and that's such a core thing that we're trying to do. And this allows us to flip a card. And we're going to go ahead and flip the animals, which is not how I would normally want to do this, the order. But we're trying something, pull levers, right? So that was here. That is one more action done. At least it didn't cost us any money. Now the sponsor action to be able to put out the hydrologist, because that's a 5. We don't have an X token, or else I'd do the Okapi stable, but let's go ahead and do this. So that says, for every space you cover that's next to water, gain 1. Okay, well, there's 1. So that's $1, right? And they are retroactive, I believe. And if all the water spaces are connected, get a conservation. That seems good. And then for every water icon that's in my tableau, I gain an appeal. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work for us. That's 0, so that really kind of sucks, but 'tis what it is. So that is the sponsor action. And as promised, our next action now is going to be able to build a 5-size enclosure. And so we'll do that so I don't forget. A 5-size enclosure. We have 4 cards in our hand right now. And I don't want to have to discard it if at all possible. And so what I'm looking at here is where to build it. I mean, in a perfect world, right, like there would have been great, but unfortunately we haven't flipped that one, so we can't. So I guess we do this, which means we're either going to, either get a card from the top of the deck or go ahead and take from what we can reach in our tableau or on our research track, which currently are only those 2 cards. So the large animals, which is size 4 or larger. I mean, if we got the muskox out and the elephant, the Asian elephant, that would be 2 conservation. Or do we just draw a card? Y'all tell me, large animals or draw a card? Up to y'all. Oh, there is a water symbol on the, you're right, on the, so we get 1 appeal. Good call. There is 1 here. And Boom slang it is, Jeffrey. All right. So are those not retroactive? If they're not retroactive, I'll give my dollar back. That's fine. Don't want to cheat. And that was the build. We have 4 cards left. The elephant currently is going to cost us 20. I didn't pay. Sorry, I didn't pay for the enclosure, so that's going to be a 10. So the elephant can come out as soon as we get our income, which that seems pretty quick. That seems pretty good. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? All right, mystery meat. It is. Okay. Well, I mean, it does work well once the elephant's out, right? So there's that. Because we'd need 3 icons, and we would have 3 because the elephant has 2, and we have the partner zoo. It's 27 bucks, but man, that's awesome. Okay. So now, what do? We need 5. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing much. Oh, I do get $2. Good call for placing adjacent to water. Good call. I do. So what is that, 20 bucks? We're still 7 short. Oh, boy. Okay, so I can't do anything with this because I don't have my guy. I can't do this, and building a 1 size doesn't make sense. So that leaves us these. Cards, we're just gonna end up having to discard them, and I don't want to have to discard them. I only have 1 open enclosure currently. Oh, this is brutal. What do we do, y'all? So I have 1 open enclosure, and we only have 20 bucks. And so I'm $7 short to be able to do that. So I could acquire either the Mamba or the muskox, but that feels short-sighted. So do we get cards, I mean? If we get cards, it gives us 2 cards, but in 1 action, then we're going to have to discard them. Oh, this is really hard. Maybe we just punt on the cards. We're already going to have to discard 2 of the ones that are in our hand. Oh, that's so gross. I really desperately want to be able to get... Now I really want that. And I can't get it. You know what? Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we draw the cards. We just take the top 2 off the deck, and maybe we get lucky on something with the animals that allow us to do something. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. So we're going to draw 2 cards. Polar bear exhibit. Let's see, every time you play a bear icon, which not what we're going with. Yeah, so that card is an easy discard for us. Okay. And a geologist. I mean, we are going heavy sponsors, it seems. For each space you cover that's next to a rock space, gain 1. And if all the rock spaces are connected, that's already done. So keeping that seems good. That's basically the equivalent of the hydrologist, but for rocks. And it's a rock one. And remember, rock symbols there. We already have 2. That would give us 3. So that's good for that. Okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but so there's that. And that's the cards. So now the question is, what 3 cards are we going to keep? I mean, obviously we're keeping the elephant. I mean, the Siberian tiger is surprisingly good for us. So I think we keep the 2 large animals. And what's the 3rd animal? The mamba? And do we, or the geologist? The geologist seems good. Oh, God. I want to keep, yeah, like if I could keep 4, I would keep these 4 right here. Yeah, I know the Mamba gives X tokens. Do we keep these 3 and punt on the others then? Oh, and if we're going to do that, the hell do we do right now? Do we just get extra money with the sponsors? Because I can't do this. I can't do this. And that's set up for next turn. Oh, wait. This could be kind of sneaky good. Never mind. No, it's not. Moves the building up. We need another 5 for the Siberian tiger. If we can get a second card flip, that could be the build to be able to build the reptile house. I hear you on the geologist, but the thing is with the geologist, that gives us 1. The Siberian tiger is going to give us 2 and 10 apiece. Like, that is such a good card. And we would have all the icons. It's a ton of money. So, y'all help me. Tiger, geologist. That's the question on the 3rd card. Oh, I guess if I were to build a level or size 2 enclosure right now, that would allow us to build or get the elephant and the... Okay, all right, yeah, let's do that. We'll build a size 2 enclosure. And, I mean, get the X token or the cash. We're going to need 10, 37, 20, 37. I have enough money without going for the money, so do I get the X token? I'm going to get 2 X tokens already, so I think maybe we go with the cash. So that's going to get us a nickel. Woo! Brutal decisions, but in a good way. Okay. So we have a break. Break is discard down to 3. So now, what cards do we discard, right? So let's see what y'all are saying. Keeping 2 large animals is tough, but one of them's getting built right now, right? I think we keep the tiger. That feels right as well. So we're keeping those 3. So unfortunately, oh, and we get an extra $2 because built next to water. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Oh, that did not feel good, though. Those 2 go away. And unfortunately, there go the large animals ones. The herbivore breeding program, still out there. Unfortunately, oh no, it wasn't the muskox that did that, so. Northern giraffe, apparently we're going heavy Africa anyways. After finishing the current action, place your sponsors in the 1 or the 5. We have no sponsor cards right now, but something to think about. And the Galapagos giant tortoise. Sell 4 cards from your hand, $4 each. Woo! Man, that's tasty. Oh. I'm not saying the tortoise is tasty. I'm saying y'all know. This goes out there. And done. And, okay, so income, $20. Okay. Let's have a lump and Mamba, shall we? Yay. Okay, we'll do these one at a time. We'll go ahead and bust out the Mamba first. Yeah, you can see it. That's fine. So, what do we got? We got 13 minus 3. We're looking at $10. Okay. Done. A size 2 enclosure. Done. And we already had the amphibian, or reptile, sorry, reptile tag, so we're good to go on that. And then gain 2 X tokens and 6 appeal. And the 6 appeal goes to 37. Done. And now, all right. So, must be built next to water. Checks out. Done. 33 minus 6 because we have that. So that's going to be 27. 22, 4, 6, and 7. All right, and your animal card has to be flipped. Done. We get 1 conservation and 8 appeal, so 8 to 45. And finally, we are moving. There we go. Yay. And draw 2 final scoring cards. Keep 1. Too bad I can't keep the 2 I have already. But all right. Small animals. Well, that kind of sucks. And small are 2 or lower. Well, I guess maybe not. I mean, we have 3, because petting zoo also counts, so I guess we have 3 already. Water icons. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 2. Huh. All right, pick one. Aquatic or small animals, y'all? Oh, and good call. We also, oh, here. And because we get 1 research as well. There we go. Aren't we going big? Well, we kind of are going big because this is what we have left, right? So, yeah. I mean, petting zoo, if we get 2 more petting zoos, I mean, but this is a really big number. Like, we need a lot of those, whereas we need less water icons. But I'm not tied to it. Yeah, that's a real... That's not that was not a great draw, but you know what? Hey, it's free conservation for us. Yeah, chime in, y'all, because I could use input. I could make a case in either direction. So we have 2 water already. So we would need, and we currently have 3, so we need 3 more small animals to get to this, whereas we only need 2 water icons. And there are no water icons out there so far. I'm going to go with my gut, because y'all are split. I'm going to go with my gut and go aquatic. But y'all can mock me for this later. So we're just going to, we know we're keeping that one. And then it's going to be one of those 2 eventually. All right, done. There's probably some more small, you're probably right, but are we going to build them? I don't know. So that was animals. Boom. All right. So now we have 3 Africa. We want to wait until we get at least 1 more Africa. We have $10 left, which means we are $17 short for getting this Siberian tiger, plus we need an enclosure. By the way, the elephant is here now. The association, we only have 1 card in our hand. We have 1 herbivore. Yeah, we're, oh. So I do want that because we qualify for this now, and that's 2 research, which lets us flip a card, and 2 conservation, which lets us flip a card. I desperately want that card. So how can we get that card? We can't snap it, and we can't until we flip this card. We need to do it before this happens. Oh. That, and we could actually snap it right there if we were to flip that. Oh, Oh, that seems good. That is a fair point. I don't think it's worth waiting for. Oh, we could. Yeah. You know what? I like that idea. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's use, good call, everybody. Collective, way to go, teamwork. We have 2X tokens. That makes that a 5, and we're going to snap that card. So we're going to snap that, and then we're immediately going to play it with the association as well. That's just too good to do. I love that idea. Good call, everybody. So that is here. That moves over, and now this goes there to play that. Requires an herbivore and a partner zoo with the same continent. Well, guess what? We have an herbivore and we have that. So that's good. Now the question is, which do we use? We're still $5 short if we were to take this, because plus we still need to build the enclosure. We can't get the partner zoo. I mean, getting the extra associate seems really good. That seems really good for what we're doing. I really like being able to do that. I think we go there. And that's going to be the 2 and 2, and that's just perfect for us. So we go 1, 2, flip a card. 1, 2, flip a card. I mean, I'm not married to the associate one, so if y'all convince me to get the $5 recurring income, that's only going to happen, what, 1, 2, 3 more times, so that's $15. I don't know, and you get the 5 now, so I guess it'd be $20. I mean, so what cards do we flip? I think building for the reptile enclosure, because that's going to get us 2 open spots. I think that feels like a no-brainer. That also opens up our board. So that feels right. For the other one, what do y'all think? The upgraded sponsor allows us a plus. We have no sponsor cards, keep that in mind, but it allows us now to be able to put out cards from our reputation range, but also allows you to, oh no, sorry, it's the association one that allows us to start sponsoring things. Or donations, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know about the second card. Okay, yeah, y'all feel pretty good about that. And now this is where having that instead of the $5, right? So yeah, I think we go there. I think we stay on target there, and that's what we just did as that action. Which the last thing you do is this, and because I did that immediately, I can now sponsor one. So I think we're going to. So we take one of our markers here, spend $5, and bump on up there. Yeah. Why can't I do that? When you do the action, hold on. Oh, you're right. I can't. You're right. I can't. You're right. That's good. Where'd it go? It is this one. I'll take my $5 back. You're right. You're right. I mean, the $5 recurring or the extra. I mean, I am going to get one here. And I will get one there. Yeah, it's actually a good point. Fine. Okay. All right. Because I'm going to get it soon enough. That's actually a fair point. Yep. It's on subsequent actions, right? And I don't think I moved that over yet. I think y'all can tell me. Well, that felt like a really good action. Crusted Porcupine. Choose up 2 cards. Discard 1 card from the display, replenish, or discard a card from your hand and draw from the deck. Yeah. All right. All right, so we got $15. We have a tiger. We can't build a big enough enclosure. We don't have sponsors. I mean, we could draw a card. That doesn't feel super sexy. I do want the reptile enclosure, right? That was the reptile house. So the sponsors, here's the question. Do we use this just for the $5, which feels terrible doing that, to be able to build the reptile? No, but it's like building two enclosures. No, I'm not going to do that to draw a card. I cannot play an animal. I theoretically could build, but I can't build the thing that I want to build yet. And sponsor sucks. Oh, we cannot take this Serengeti because we can't snap it. We don't have the X tokens, and the card is not flipped. So we can't take from our research range. Wasting an action to get $5 feels gross in solo. But I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Ugh. Ugh. So we have a decision to make. We have our lonely little Siberian tiger here, which is awesome. That is a really, really good card to get out. We could build the enclosure for him right now. Gets us an X token too. That's awesome. Or we build the reptile enclosure, which would free up the 2 smallest enclosures we have, which is the 2 and the 3. Why would I do that when the only animal I have is the tiger? Yeah, so let's just build another size 5. Yeah, I'm overthinking this. So we could... No, we can't yet. So you know what? There we go. That's going to get us a X token. And adjacent 1, 2, let's see. For every space you cover that is next to water, gain $1. 1, 2, 3. $3. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, that felt worth it, if you will. And I don't have to sweat getting cards now because we will have just now done this. So I think that's okay, right? All right, so first things first, discard down. Well, we only have 1 card in our hand, okay. Then, unfortunately, the Serengeti goes away, but 'tis what it is. Reptile, the Komodo dragon. Gain 1 for every Asia icon in all zoos. I mean, I have 2. That would be 3. That'd be 5 appeal for the Komodo dragon, and it's a reptile house. Yeah, which is kind of a decent thing. Then we have the giraffe. Puts our sponsors back up to 5 or 1 if we want. It's another herbivore. I mean, so that's not terrible. Laughing Kookaburra. I mean, the Australia icon's great, but we've completely punted on birds. It would potentially get us a second conservation, you know, get 1 here, and if we can get the Australia partner zoo. We have a spokesperson. Every time you play a research icon in your zoo, gain a not terribly exciting. Top 1 covers up the 5. Those all move over. That's scary how short that is. So we do have 2 in our back pocket here. That would get us a size 3 or $10, probably the $10. We're going to get 24, 25, 30 cash. Money. I feel better, and I don't know why. I don't feel like I should be, but I feel like we're doing all right, okay? I'm impressed that y'all have figured that out. There's only 1 spot in the zoo of it. No, there's... Oh, yeah. Oh. No. There's that. Yeah, you're right. Need to be careful with that. There's only 1 place I can put the reptile house, which is right here, which covers up the 3rd H, which, okay, help me remember that. Keep that here. Okay, so we're up. Now, our animals are here. So, before we do this, do we draw cards? Oh, and that comes back. Because here's what I'm thinking. This is currently technically at a 4 because we have our X token. If I can get that to 5 and sponsor Africa, That would get us a size 3 enclosure, which would get us for a second animal, potentially. Oh, I did not take my extra $5. Thank you for income. Good call. Yeah, I think we draw cards first. I think that's the obvious step. So 1, 2. Hope we draw well. Dingo ate my baby. Okay, and it's in Australia. So winning, 1 for every predator icon. If we do the Siberian tiger first, it gets us an extra 2. That was a great draw, I would argue. It's a size 2, so the other thing, I think that works. I think this works perfect, actually. And an adventure playground. Place it next to a rock space. Okay. I mean, and it's for appeal. No downside. That was pretty solid draw for us. And it gets us another Australia. It gets it, yeah. So there's our cards. Pretty happy about that. That worked out. Okay, done. Now, that is now at a 5. We could get the size 3 enclosure by getting Africa, which then allows us to do the dango and the Siberian tiger both. That's one option. Yeah, I think that's the obvious. I think so. Yeah, let's do it. So we go here. Oh, check this. I forgot about this. And I get to take 1 from here, right? So that's going to use my X token to treat that as a 5. If we get the size 2 enclosure there, which is big enough for the dingo, that frees us up with another 3. We could take the partner zoo, which gives us an association. Oh. Yeah, maybe we go that route instead. I think so. So we'll go there, which the Africa, we're at 3, but we'll just go ahead and take the 2. The 2 goes there. That's going to be a size 3 enclosure. So we're going to, if we do the reptile house, we're going to go ahead and put it down here. So let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, the water spots are not connected. They are now. That's another X token back, because flexibility is good. That feels pretty good. Then we'll go ahead and donate for $7. I think I can afford that, right? Let's check. 27, because 40. We cannot afford to do that. Okay. Cannot afford. Ah, damn it, I want that extra conservation. -3 if we take Australia for that, which then gets us this. It's 37, 35, 37. I'm $2 short. The other option is I could just take straight up cash, but I think that is worth it because then we're going to get more. I think that's worth it. And we forego the one donation this time, but the next time we do it, we can get it. I think so. I think that's still the way to do it. $2. Ah. All right, let's go ahead. So, 2 animals. We get the research track. So let's go ahead and do that so we don't forget it. There we go. So we're doing that. And first things first, Siberian tiger comes out. So we have a size 5 enclosure, 30 minus 27. Oh, you're right. I didn't unlock that. You're right. Thank you. I keep wanting to because that's one of my favorite things. Wait a minute. Yeah, I do have the extra worker. There. Yeah, I do. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Slow down. Okay. Paid for this. Got to have 3 tags out there. 1, 2, 3. We're good. So Siberian tiger, welcome. All right. So what do we get? We get 10, 2, and 1. So we get 1. 10 is going to be at 55. And 2 conservation. There. Oh, I didn't do that yet. Oh, God. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait a minute. Whoa. No, the cut. Whoa. Wait a minute. I did have it. What am I missing? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Paul's just wrong. Thank you, though, Paul. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on. And $2 because adjacent, when I got that 3, I should get an extra $2 there. Oh, guess what? Looky here. There's that $2 that I would have gotten for sponsoring that. You're right. Way to go, Peanut Gallery. Boom. Because the hydrologist, when I built this for that. So I could have done it. And we did, which means we go there. Now what do we want? Yay. If we were to get this one, or better yet, that one, if we were to get that one, that would get us here. The research reputation, that would put us at 9. That'd be at 2, so we're getting there. Yep. Which would unlock another one of those and get us up the research track. Or do we take the doubler? I don't really have anything great for the doubler to do right now. So yeah, I think we take this one. So we took that one as well. And I don't know that I need the 5 cards. Well, I definitely don't need the research icon because those cards have been wiped. I guess there's this, but it doesn't work retroactively, right? Extra research track action. That just seems good. And I don't really need the 5 cards given what I'm doing. So I think I'd go the extra research track, which that gives us that. which now unlocks that. Done. I mean, I'm okay with the, you know what? That's probably safer. Because we really don't have use of the research icon. So going there, moving that back, it still unlocks this. It puts us back one step, but I think that's okay. I think, yeah. So that was awesome. That was a great turn. Penultimate action. Oh, forgot our second animal. Shoot. Because it was here. So let's put that out. Right. So 13 minus 3, that'd be 10. Dango. So size 2 enclosure and the 5 for the tiger. There we go. Good. 3 appeal. 1, 2, and 3. 1 for every predator icon in your zoo. It's only 2, but hey, we'll take it. It's 2. There we go. Now that's the end of that turn. There we go. Two reputation gives you a conservation point. Help me out. What you mean? I'm missing that. So last action here. So, thoughts. If I were to do the association action, I'm broke right now. And so I can't sponsor the $7 one, which is what I would like to be able to do. It could be a 2 or 3 to either take the 2 research, which would get us a card, or another a card, which, I'll be honest, the tortoise is the card that's most appealing to me, I think. It's super expensive, but I would be able to do it right after this turn if I build a reptile enclosure. And getting 1, 2, and 8 just is so good. Oh, right. I can't cross this until I flip that. That's a damn good point. Okay. So how can I flip this? Is taking another university, which is 1 short here. So, okay, we're not doing that. We're broke. You know, we do have this. So we could, and it's another rock icon, which is kind of awesome. I mean, that seems good. I don't know if, oh no, I don't know if I can build that. I don't know if we can. So, because of where I put that, so if we were to build it there, it has to be adjacent to a rock pile, and we can't. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Damn it. I really wanted to be able to get that out. Because that's an extra rock icon. 3. That would be at 3. But the reputation is... Okay, we're probably going to keep the reputation one. I guess that's okay. So I don't know that I can play the reptile house. Oh, I can if I don't play that right. Okay, never mind. So what do we do for our last turn? I want to build the reptile house with this. I have an X token, but I have no money. So we're not going to do that. The association, I don't want to waste. Oh, I guess it's not going to... yeah, I want to wait on that. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the reptile house is a waste of time. Because I don't have anything in my hand that goes to it. That's actually a really fair point. So if we don't worry about the reptile house, then we build this, and it's just extra appeal. For But the reptile, that was it. It was the tortoise I want. And that would help with the reptile house. So, you know what? I'm just going to take the $5 because that tortoise is going to be really expensive anyways, plus the extra building and everything. So I think that works out. I'll take the $5, punt on that action. Done. Okay. So now I only have 1 card in my hand. I'm allowed up to 5. I'm okay there. These 2 go away. The tortoise goes all the way down, which that's beneficial. A sun bear, and a rock monitor lizard. Okay. And it's a rock icon. That's good. Oh, I need 2 North Americas, don't I? Yeah, that's right. I need 2 North Americas for the tortoise, so maybe I look at the rock monitor for snapping. If I go, yeah, but man, I want that stuff at the bottom so bad. That is a fair point. Okay. So this goes there. Those will reset. Now my stuff. So our income is going to be 27. Plus 5 is 32. Not North America, but the Americas, right? Yeah, fair point. And that comes back. All right. So if we build the reptile house right now, that's $10. It can go there. All my sponsor cards cost 1 less. It would allow me to set anything I want back to 1. I don't think I would. It frees up a 2 and a 3. And then we need cards. I think that's what we do for our first actions. I think so. So let's go ahead and build the reptile house. Reptile house will go there. It's going to cover up the last H, so now they're 1 less when played, all my sponsors. And I can set something at 1. at the end of my turn. Then, when I do so, those two will fill one slot collectively in there, and it frees up a 3 and the 2. You know what? I'm not going to do that one, though. Instead, I'm going to do this one that's adjacent to both water and rock in case we get another rock icon. That feels good. So those two have moved over now. Excuse me. And by building this, I get adjacent to a water space. So that'll be one more buck I get for that. And that's our build. Oh, I'm having a blast with this. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, for sure. And do I want to move anything over to 1? Right, and I get a sponsor card from the deck. Good call. So here we go. Let's see. Chinese water dragon. That kind of sucks that we're losing that one. Okay. Dugong. Oh God, Australia. And an herbivore. And, oh, this is... Proboscis monkey? Okay, there we go. So we get a science lab into our hand. Take one card from the deck or reputation range, and then gain 1 or 2 for every 3 or 6 research icons. Well, we have none. So, not great. But it's a free card, so whatever. But unfortunately, losing those first 2 into the discard kind of sucked. Okay. All right. So now, if we were to take the association, we could take a research icon or 2 research, probably 1 research icon, and that would move us up here because that would allow us to flip the cards card. And I think we need to do that. And for $10 we could sponsor. I think that's what we do. So association would get us that, which would allow us to move up the research track. And we need to get that to at least 12. That would get us to 10. Yeah, let's do it. I feel okay about that. So association will go there. This then moves 2 up there and allows us to flip the cards card before we take that action, so that seems good. And then 2 up this track allows us to grab any card up to our here or mystery meat. And I know we can't build it yet, but I think we're don't know. Yeah, I think we'll be able to do it. And that might be the last animal. And that gets us 8 and 2. That just seems so good. And a research, yes. We're grabbing that card even though we can't build it yet. I know that. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. So we flip the card. We got the 2-step on that. And it's a research. I'm okay with that. So that goes here. And that drops down. And one last thing. $10 to go there, which gets that. And we're done with that action. Okay, last action. We can hold up to 5 cards in our hand. This will add 3, which is 6, and we can't play the Adventure Playground anyway, so we could discard that easily. That's one option. And then that allows us to try and figure out how we get the tortoise out. Because we need 2 North America tags. We have none. Assuming we'll be able to do this, that's 1. Oh, and this should fill. Meh, hire an association. Nah, that ship has sailed on that. Okay. So we can draw cards from our reputation range, which includes the lizard. And it's another rock icon, which that would give us 3. And we're already at 9. No, we're almost assuredly going the reputation track on that. So the rock icon doesn't matter. And it doesn't really help us. No, I have none. I have no Americas. So we could draw 4 and hope we get an Americas icon. Because then animals will be at 5 and we'll be able to play that one first, then the tortoise. I think that's what we do, plus those are going to wipe and more cards are going to come out. So for our last action, I think we roll the dice and try and do it. It may or may not work. Yeah, I say we do it. So it's going to be 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time a research icon is played, gain 2, 1 for every 5 different. We have what? Animal icons 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's trash for us. Okay. Release an animal with an Asia icon. So if we were to release the Siberian tiger, that's 5 conservation. I think we'll hold on to that one. That seemed. I think that's going in our hand. That was amazing. Close. Little alpine ibex, but unfortunately not. Rock icons, but I think we've already decided. But you know, we'll put that in our hand, and then here we go. Nope, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Wow. First seal, higher, yeah. I mean, it's another Australia, which that would give us 3, but that doesn't really help us. So, okay, the science library is going to go away because that's not really going to do anything for us. So that's going to be our disc. You know what? We'll keep that and we'll get rid of the adventure playground. So, I mean, it wasn't a perfect draw, but I mean that the releasing was pretty good. There we go. Right, so I'll hold on to it. Okay. So that was there. That moves over. This will take the last $10 spot. Those two get wiped. And let's hope. Let's hope we get in North America. If we do, great, but I don't know that we're going to. So we have 2 actions left, but I think it's moot anyways. For every research icon in your zoo, which is moot. And oh, hey, look. There's Rudy. Okay. Rudy, you came out too late, damn you. All right, so let's see. What can we do? We have 2 turns left, and we get our income. So our income is going to be 27 plus 5 is 32. Make that 35. Make that 40. That's it. Okay. I really want to do that tortoise. Cannot do that tortoise, alas. Ooh. So what I want is oh, and that comes back. I need a 5 research or a 5 association, because to be able to get 5 conservation and an extra research, that is the big thing. That is my last action has got to be that. So how can we do it? There's got to be a way. Got it. No, I don't. Damn it. I don't. I thought I did. I don't. Damn it. Okay. So where can I get either X tokens and get 1 there? If I were to build, that would move it up to a 3, and that would give me an X token, which would be 5. That's how I do it. So do I build just to build? I need to do one of these things that gets me an X token. It's not money, it's an X token. I think building is the way to do it. Oh, or the bear. Good call. The bear also, the sun bear. I mean, I might as well get... Yeah, let's go bear. I think that's bearable. Ha! Sorry. Okay, my bad. My bad. All right, let's go animals. For and it gets us 1 research. Yes, good call, everybody. So first off, I'm going to get a research, which is going to be a conservation. And at that point, we need to make a decision. We're going to get rid of the rock icon and keep the reputation, because that. So that's done. Now, we're going to build within reputation range, it says. Reputation range, the sun bear allows us, because we're way up here. So doing so, that's going to be a 2-size enclosure. Doesn't have to be adjacent to anything. Done. 16 minus 3 is 13. 13, that's 7 back. So, and it has to have at least a partner zoo. We're good. All right, so he's in the 2 enclosure. Welcome. He's so adorable. All right. 5 appeal. The 5 goes to 65. Whoop. And after finishing the current action, you may perform the association. Oh. Oh. That doesn't work. It's at the current strength, and that doesn't work. Yeah, I know. I need another X token to be able to do it. I'll build first. You're right. You're right. I will build first. So we're not doing that yet. We're doing this one first. All right, fine. So, build. Do we go kiosk? No, we'll do pavilion. We'll do a pavilion there. And that's all I need to build. So that's going to get us 1 appeal. I've already got the stuff for the bear. Just work with me. It's going to cost me $2. I had plenty of money to do it. There's the build. And that gets me an X token. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. I love y'all. That's awesome. Then, when I did that, there's that. The last action now will be the animals. I've already done everything except for the association action, which that's going to be a 3, a 4, and a 5. After finishing the current action. So, can I build anything? And I can. Another one, right? I can't build the Galapagos giant tortoise, sadness. I cannot do the seal, but we can go ahead because it's in the 2 spot. So after finishing the current action, which not yet, we'll go ahead and do that one too. Only prerequisite is next to 2. Oh, I cannot, because that is not next to 2 rocks. That's it. That's the last one. So instead, we do the association. The association is going to be that one. And that one says, release 1 animal with an Asia icon into the wild. So it's going to be 4+ size. So it's going to be that big ol' tiger. Now, but I'm going to go back on all those tracks when you release, don't you? Oh, ooh. You know what? I think we're going to release the elephant because A, thematic, duh. Good call. And third, we lose less stuff. You don't lose the conservation, do you? Yeah, you only go back on appeal. That's right. So go back less on appeal. So that'd be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good call. Good call. And that's still a size 5. We will. It's our last action. So there's literally nothing else that matters on our board for which of these things to take. Does it? I don't think so. Literally none of them matter. Oh, yes it does. I will take that, and that gets us a conservation. So that'll be this one. Conservation will go there. This will go there, which gives us 5 conservation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, animals moved over. And then I took the association action. And boom, we go into final scoring. But wait, there's more. We also could have done the lizard. That's right, and so we will. Because it's building from your reputation range, right? So, 2 in the reptile house, next to rocks, we can. So that's actually only going to take up 1 space. That's going to cost us 12 bucks. $3 back. Good call, guys. Glad y'all are here to help. Done. It's 5 appeal, and then I can sell if I want. So 5 appeal is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And sell 3 cards. I might as well for $4 each. So that's another 12. Done. Now! Oh, and I have the Africa, so -3. You're right. So I get 3 more. So 2 back, get a 5. All right, now we go into final scoring. Whew. Easy to miss stuff. Good call, y'all. All right. So, score cards. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So, for end of game, anything that has these little brown borders on it, game 1, conservation, if all the water spaces are connected. They are, so it's going to be 1 conservation. And I could have donated, you're right. Jeez. So a donation will go there. Golly, y'all are on the ball. Which gets 1 more there. Okay. Good call. So, hydrologist, done. This says, if you have 6 rocks in your 6 rock icons, then you get a conservation. 1, 2, 3. We do not. We're done. All right, so next is going to be here. Water icons in our zoo. We have 1. We let the bear go, or the elephant. We have 1, so we get nothing for that. That's not good. That is unbearable. And reputation, our reputation is not at 12, it's at 11. That's 12. So we get 2. 1, 2. So this goes to there. Our conservation was here, which moves to the lowest mark. Oh, wait, Mo, everyone's telling me I forgot. Where did I forget the research? Where did I miss a research? You gained a rep from conservation? Oh, hell, I did. Looky here. Right there. Ha! Which means that's there, which means that is actually right there. We finished. +2. 2 points. Victory. Whoo! Wow. So that was close. By the skin of our chinny chin chin. There we go. I think it's great as a solo game. I think it's good as a multiplayer game, but I think it's great as a solo game. Number 1, it's the thing that I tell everybody before we stream. Follow the order of operations. It is really, really easy. There's a lot of little things you can miss, as you saw towards the end there. I was trying to rush and can't do that. This game will bite you if you rush. So take your time. Make sure you do every icon as you come across it, so on and so forth. Yeah. Whoo. So that was at the beginner level, which is at 20 appeal we started with. If you want, you could start at any number short of 20. There's another suggestion in the back of the rule book that says, as a special challenge, play 3 games in a row. In this case, don't shuffle the cards after every game. Instead, remove all the cards from that particular game, the discard pile, the display, your cards, and all the conservation projects. Set the game up. Also remove the 2 zoo maps you had to choose from, because you can start with choose from multiple, as well as the 4 bonus tiles. And then you don't have access to the cards that are out of play. So at least you know what's out of play and everything. And yeah, if you have a score positive at the end of all 3 games, then you win and you combine the 3 scores. Yeah. Yeah, so Paul says, I agree about take out the take that aspect. It doesn't fit with the theme of the game. No, zoos around the world are, partner up, and it's all for the conservation of animals. So the take that just doesn't feel right in any way, shape, or form. And y'all know me, and y'all know our group, that we are not shy of, nuking each other, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it feels completely out of place, and so I highly recommend not doing any of the take that stuff in this game. It just doesn't fit. Yeah, I think it's great. The card play, the interaction, the stress from the timer is real. Having that right there is no joke. It definitely adds the tension that you need in a solo game, and it did a great job. And I'm happy with what we built. That was really fun. We started with the elephant and kind of formed our path. And it almost hurt us. And releasing it almost hurt us because it took away one of the water icons. That was really good. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. So if so, give it a thumb. Consider subscribing. Consider supporting the show, as it says right here. Patreon.com/HCHQ if you think it's worth a couple bucks a month. We help turn you on to games or help keep you from, quote-unquote, wasting money on games that you would not enjoy. It's a win-win for everybody. It's a win for you. It's a win for me because I'm either directing you one or helping influence you in one way or the other. And believe it or not, the publishers are happy if you don't buy their game, if you're not going to enjoy it. Because they don't want you to not enjoy a game that they make, and then now they lose the opportunity of future sales to you. So it's a win-win. Publishers have no problem if a game turns you off. That's a win in the long, the long view of things. So hopefully we help in one way or the other. If so, certainly would appreciate y'all's support. So I came in, just about 2 hours? That feels about right. I mean, obviously I'm interacting with y'all, and so that adds a little bit of time. But 2 hours for a solo game feels like the length that I want a solo game to be. That's why games like Mage Knight, for me, run long, and not my favorite. But this is really good. This feels like a solo Terraforming Mars or a solo Feast for Odin, those type things. Which I really like Feast for Odin solo. I don't like it multiplayer. This, I think it shines as a solo because the fact that is the entire maintenance that you have with the solo, that's perfect. So well done there. And yes, it's beat your own score in a sense, but it's trying to get to 0, trying to get a passing grade. I'm fine with that. I thought it was really good. And apparently some folks say you can do it just over an hour. So, okay. God bless you. I play slow a little bit. All right. I enjoyed that. Hopefully you all did as well. Like I said, subscribe, like, all that stuff. We'll be back in, what, 4.5 hours? A little more than that with Power Grid tonight. New map, the EU slash, or Europe slash North America. Apparently it was never released as part of the base. It was only for the deluxe and recently got printed for the recharge, which is what we have. So there'll be 4 of us for that tonight. Hopefully you all join us for that. And I'm going to go recoup from this, set that up, spend some time with Jess, and I'll be back tonight. So be kind to one another. Thanks, everybody, again, for watching and hanging out tonight. Certainly appreciate it. Thanks to Clay over at Capstone for the review copy of Ark Nova, and I'll see you all tonight. Take care, everybody.